crowd going wild. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side, pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time, ain't no time. We already
He switched off. What you doing? He was coasting this fight and now you let him back into it. Now? the way through camp. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into this.
Let's do it.
Okay, focus. Big deep breath.
Let's fight.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. I need you to go back out.
Let's go.
mind back on the job. Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
Let's do it.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy.
Do your business.
Win this fight? Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you...
Let's do it.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good... Katie Taylor, perhaps the greatest athlete Ireland has ever produced. Terry Belter Harper. She fights out of England and won the Ivy.
This bout is good.
Not too many... High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. There's a counter shot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. This is a high-octane battle. Swing and a miss with that left hook. She catches and counters. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are going. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Swing and a miss with that hook. So much for boxing. This is a fight. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with the hook. Terry Harper just got rocked. Harper is down. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20.
Let's talk about Harper in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
He's worked so hard.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but you got to believe this is just a calm before the next storm. Her opponent is going to swarm her again as soon as that bell rings.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Beautiful counter punch. Do you believe what we're seeing? Well done with that counter shot. Can't land the jab there. Nice counter shot by her. It's all offense all the time. She scores with that counter. Terry Harper in some serious trouble here. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Not many people would have predicted it. But we've got a knockout victory.
Accuracy, power, punch perfect. That must hurt.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key in combination. Keep it low and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They will let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's so. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Y'all been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it then believe. Bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reground. In the meantime, I stack up this win, my reward.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. The Magic Man. Alexander. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Yeah. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. They're both trying for a knockout. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That counter punch caught him clean. Fantastic punch. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Straight right just misses. Threw the uppercut but did not score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Tarver in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been in fights like that.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. And he scores with the counter. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance. With
There's the bell to start round three. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
coming and not being able to do anything about it.
You're right, Tom.
1, 2, 3, 4. Really continue.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. A perfect counter lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That punch landed. Prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then...
And there's the bell to start round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. We've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Catch and shoot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that... Back into the fray here in round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
Good counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. A perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with the jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way to a fight.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. No rest for the weary. Swing and a miss with that hook. He likes to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won. There's the bell to start round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Well done with that counter shot. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Beautiful counter punch. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round.
Come on,
Here comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Incredible work rate. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The stamina is off the charts. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He throws a punch. A receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come to...
I need you to go back.
Round 8, and we're off again. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. What a punch. Punch, counter punch. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. And the referee's going to allow him to fight. This round could go either way. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. No one wins, no one loses. This fight ends in a draw.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous. The things that were said were ridiculous. But these two fighters were evenly matched, and this is why we've got a draw. One thing is for certain, they're going to do it all over again.
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack, boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. No flicker bottles in my rider report.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Antonio Tarver. Of course, you remember him for what he did to Roy Jones Jr. He is the former multi-time light heavyweight champion of the world. This expectations are sky high for the... So here we go. Should be a good one. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. These two fighters are made for one another. done with that counter shot. Perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. That counter shot lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
That was a terrible.
There's the bell for round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Tarver in some serious trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How many...
Oh my God, Johnny! The big Ukrainian in big trouble. A much better game plan here.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to...
I love that. That check.
Let's get it started in round three. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Tarver in some serious trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it. So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. The Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. And they'll be facing Antonio Tarver, of multiple light heavyweight world champions, including the WBA, WBC, and IBF.
They have waited for this fight for so long, John. This is ridiculous.
This bout,
one of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only. And we're underway in round one. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter. Punch counter.